We are your home theater and AV questions answered. This is AVRant. Want your home theater or AV question answered by Tom and Rob? Send it to question@avrant.com.
Ian is in the process of encoding his Blu-ray library as HEVC files, so that's H.265. He hopes to keep full quality while reducing the file size by 50% or more. He says he's already got the video side of things pretty much under control. He's now concerned about the audio side of things. So these are Blu-rays, and they're coming with full lossless DTS HD master audio or Dolby True HD audio. And he could, of course, just retain those full lossless files, leave those, but then he's not saving any file space. So he's wondering, could he re-encode them, transcode those into multi-channel FLAC or multi-channel AAC without losing any quality and without having too many playback issues? Or could he maybe downgrade to a lossy file, like we already mentioned, AAC, or just go with the DTS core audio or the Dolby Digital audio that is on the disc as well? Would that be a huge step down in the quality? So my honest answer here is that I don't really think it's worth it. It's easier to just maintain the full original lossless audio. That's just easier to do. Also, of course, if you are going to have Atmos or DTS-X, then you must retain the original lossless audio stream. You can't convert that into something else and still have it be Atmos or DTS-X. Of course, that's not the majority of discs. But for the discs that are Atmos or DTS-X, you absolutely do not want to transcode them into something else. If you're transcoding into multi-channel FLAC, you're not really saving a whole lot because both DTS HD Master Audio and Dolby True HD both save you about half. They both take up about half the space as the raw, completely uncompressed multi-channel PCM. They're already saving you about half that space. Now, FLAC can improve upon that, but multi-channel FLAC, it can have some playback issues. Now, he's saying he's going to be using an NVIDIA Shield TV with Plex. That should be able to handle multi-channel FLAC pretty well. But again, the actual storage savings from converting to that are kind of small. And then if you do change your playback device, you might have some playback issues. So I almost don't think it's worth it. Converting down to multi-channel AAC, it's definitely a lossy format. You're potentially going to be losing some quality there. I would not go for the core audio formats because then you're limited to 5.1. You can't retain 7.1 audio if you're doing DTS core or Dolby Digital. Yeah, so my honest answer is, if it were me, I wouldn't worry about trying to squeeze that little bit of extra file savings. Just crank up the HEVC video encoder a little bit and you'll save way more space than what you would save trying to, transcode audio. The audio, just relatively speaking, doesn't take up nearly as much space. Now, he's saying if he does go for a lossy format like multi-channel AAC, could he in some way compare the waveform to see exactly what he's missing? He himself mentioned Audio DiffMaker, which is the program that would let you do that. Now, what you would have to do is run the original audio through a decoder, have that come out in individual channels. So like the easiest way would be something that actually offers a full set of pre-outs, or you could kind of just do it if you only have stereo outs just to get the front left, front right. You could at least do that much and then compare that to the waveform using Audio DiffMaker. We'll have the link for that in the show notes to see what the multi-channel AAC version is losing. But it's hard to judge because the whole point of a codec like AAC is that whatever information it is throwing away to save space, it's supposed to be inaudible. It's supposed to be stuff that's masked or that you wouldn't hear anyway. So what you end up with in Audio DiffMaker seems a lot worse than it is. It might not sound nearly as bad as what it seems like is being thrown away when you're just subtracting one waveform from the other. But my honest answer is I wouldn't go to the bother of retranscoding it. I'd just keep the original lossless audio because the amount of space just, to me, it isn't drastic enough to be worth it. But hopefully that's somewhat of an answer.
Want your question answered? Send it to question@avrant.com. This is AVRant.
Now go out and listen to something.